Kalkadosh Boker Or, Bekiim Halacha 4, day 27. We are on Siman Kafei, page 71. En להפסיק בין תפילין של יד לתפילין של ראש, אפילו לא בירך בעצמו, אלא שמע ברכה מחברו ויצא מדין שומע כעונה. Which means you're not allowed to make Hefsek, even though you are יוצא לחובה, שומע כעונה. שמכיוון שהוא יוצא בברכת חברו, אינו הדין, the second that you're יוצא לחובה with your friend, it's not any worse than you do it for yourself. וכמו שברכת עצמו אסור להפסיק, just like you're going not allowed to be מפסיק, הוא הדין בזה. Same הלכה is going to be like this as well. ומי שנפטר בברכת להניח תפילין לחברו שמברך מדין שומע כעונה, ומברך סך, אין השומע צריך לחזור ולברך, כיוון שהוא לא עצמו לא הפסיק. Right? He didn't do Hefsek. וספק ברכו להקל. Everyone understood what happened? One more time. Imagine right now, I'm going to make the ברכה להניח תפילין. And you had in mind to be יוצא לחובה. So you are יוצא לחובה with my ברכה. What happens if I do that? And then I make a Hefsek. But you did not do Hefsek. אני בירכתי להניח תפילין, אתה שמעת, כיוונת, התחלת, ואז אני דיברתי. אבל אתה לא. Says the הלכה over here, this is a יביע אומר, אתה לא צריך לברך עוד פעם. Why? Because even though you were יוצא לחובה with my, you took the ברכה, but now you didn't make a Hefsek. So the Hefsek is yours, this is mine, it's not yours. So it's fine. Capish? 72. The Acharonim debated this halacha. According to the Chikre Lev, when Ezra interrupted by speaking, he created a problem for Albert as well. Albert depended on Ezra's blessing, and once Ezra invalidated the blessing, right, to cover the Tefillin Shel Rosh, so maybe it invalidated Albert as well. The Bet Oved, however, ruled that no, that once Albert listened to the bracha and he responded Amen, it's as if that he made the own bracha himself. In fact, if he had listened to the bracha but not responded Amen, it still would count for him as a bracha. Right, because he wanted to be Yitzhak Chovah. Regarding in case of someone who recited the B'lecha Ramotzi on behalf of a group of people eating together, the Mishabra ruled that if he spoke before tasting the bread, then invalidated for everybody. Because again, he spoke before him eating at all. But he says that Ben Ishchaido ruled that if the person who said that Motzi spoke before eating, he must repeat the B'lecha, but not the others. This is likewise the ruling of the Stechemed and the Rishon LeZion as well. Okay? Now, if Ezra had not spoken, but Albert did, what about now the opposite? Right? Albert needs to say another bracha before putting on his Tefillin Shel Rosh. Although Ezra, who's the person saying the bracha, did not make an interruption. Albert must rectify his own error by coming and doing it. This is halacha, even if Ezra completed putting on the Tefillin Shel Rosh, even before he spoke. So the Merekacha, I come, right? Al mitzvah tefillin. Yeah? Imagine right now, I come to make the bracha v'laniach tefillin. I have you in mind and you have in mind. But then you spoke, not me. Even if I came and I finished putting on Tefillin Shel Rosh and you're still in the middle, you still have to make a bracha because you have to fix your mistake now. Okay? Okay, fine. Uvetziur, right? What about now? Nun Aleph. En le'afsik benachat tefillin afilu menicham tefillin below bracha. You're not supposed to come and you're not supposed to make a pasek, a hefsek. Yeah? Exactly. Shomea k'oneh. Yeah, you have it there. So he says, en le'afsik, you don't make a hefsek by anachat tefillin, even if you're going to put it on the tefillin without a bracha. For example, kibitziur, shechalas ha-tefillin al da laniach, right, achar kach, she'en mevarech alehem. So for example, you're going to put them that you're not going to make a bracha. Or anogim laneh tefillin b'chol hamoed. Or the tefillin shel rabbeinu tam. B'chol elu en להפסיק בין הדחת tefillin shel yad shel ראש, ואתה משום שלכתחילה צריך שיהיו סמוכים נוחים מזה לזה, וזה says, והיה לאות על ידך זיכרון ממונך, שיש, right, הוויה אחת לשתיהן. זאת אומרת ככה, some people, they think, listen, it's tefillin rabbeinu tam, I'm not making a bracha anyway. So you know what, in the middle, I'm going to start speaking. No. Even by tefillin, when you're not going to make a bracha, doesn't matter what the case is. Whether it's that you're putting them on again, whether it's that you put tefillin shel rabbeinu tam, whether it's tefillin during chol hamoed, whether it's, no, we don't put it on, but some Ashkenazim do, right? Whichever the case is, you don't make a hefsek between tefillin shel yad and tefillin shel rosh. Okay? Halacha nun bet. Ledidan bnei asfaradim. For us, the Sfaradim, she'en mevarachim al tefillin shel rosh bracha bifnei atzmo, that we do not make a bracha if right on the tefillin shel rosh. In ta'a uba levarech, right? He says al tefillin shel rosh. If a person made a mistake and he made a bracha and he blessed on the tefillin shel rosh, then he skad and he remembered after he started saying right, he should not finish in order that it looks like a pasuk. Because if you do that, it's going to be I've said b'dibur by the tefillin shel yad, the tefillin shel rosh, but rather finish the bracha of al mitzvah tefillin. Ki asovrim shevarchim al tefillin shel rosh bifnei atzma. Everyone understood what happened? One more time. I put on my tefillin shel yad. I already made laniach tefillin. All of a sudden I come and I'm going to say Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu melech. I'm going to make a bracha on tefillin shel Rosh. So you know what? Maybe I could say Lamdeni chukecha. Because I said Baruch Atah Adonai Lamdeni chukecha. You're allowed to do that. It's pasuk. So therefore you're allowed to do that. So why can't I do that? He says, no, because if you do that, you just made a hefsek. So what do? You make the bracha. Why? No, we're talking about before the Shel Rosh. What happened is that you made the bracha of tefillin shel yad, laniach tefillin. You put it on, and all of a sudden you make a mistake, and you say Baruch Atah Adonai lamdeni chukecha. Right? You said Baruch Atah Hashem. Now, when you say Baruch Atah Hashem, you realize, hey, what am I doing? I'm not supposed to make a bracha on tefillin shel Rosh. So now, usually, if I just in the middle of nowhere, Baruch Atah Adonai lamdeni chukecha, say lamdeni chukecha. Why? Because then it's not a bracha; it's a pasuk, right? Baruch Atah Adonai lamdeni chukecha, b'tzvotai siparti kol mishpotei ficha, b'derech lerodecha sa'asi kal kolon, b'fikudecha sicha. Right? It's a pasuk. It's kufutet. Yeah, it's 119. 119. Yeah, in Tefillin. Yeah, bet, alt bet, in alphabeta. Right? Tamanyapi. No, for sure you would say it, because now that you made a hefsek,
then you would say
no, you make the bracha before you put it. Always. You put it, make the bracha, and you tighten. But you have to make the bracha before tightening it, not after tightening it. Now, but the problem though is, if you say it now, Baruch Atah Hashem, now if you say Baruch Atah Hashem, now if you finish Lamdeni chukecha, now you made a hefsek. Because you made a pasuk, there's nothing. What does Baruch Atah Hashem Lamdeni chukecha have to do with the tefillin? So here it's better to say the bracha al mitzvah tefillin, even though you're going according to those opinions that you need a bracha al mitzvah tefillin, but that's better than making a hefsek. Capish? Yeah. Look in the 73. Look in the 74. Yeah. Yeah. The Ben Yishchai explained that reciting the pasuk of Lamdeni chukecha is not all connected to mitzvah tefillin at all, and therefore it's considered an interruption. By simply continuing completing the bracha, right, the blessing, the person at least fulfills the mitzvah according to some opinions, right? The same arises for a Sephardic cantor who began to say the bracha of Shechianu for a mitzvah blowing shofar on the second day of Rosh Hashanah, realizing his error only after saying Baruch Atah Hashem. And this was discussed. And the conclusion of that discussion is similar to this halacha. The cantor should just simply complete the bracha and rely upon the Ashkenazi poskim. Everyone understood? One more time, right? Imagine right now a person he's Sfaradi. Sfaradim, they make the bracha of Shechianu only in the first day of Rosh Hashanah for Tkiyat Shofar. Not on the second day. Imagine on the second day, he finishes the bracha of Lishma Kol Shofar, and all of a sudden, he starts Baruch Atah Hashem, and I'm not supposed to say Shechianu. So if he says Lamdeni chukecha, it's a pasek. So it's better to do again Shechianu, because at least by doing Shechianu, he's being Yotzei Chova like the Shitot, like the Ashkenazim, that he's supposed to do Shechianu. Because if he just says Baruch Atah Hashem Lamdeni chukecha, it's 100% a pasek. It's 100% a hefsek. So the fact that he's going to now come and say Baruch Atah Shechianu Mikiyamanu makes sense. I'll give you another example.
Wait, does Ashkenazim say it in 2 days?
Yes, Ashkenazim say 2 days. Well, no, because you already said Baruch Atah Hashem. So once you already said Baruch Atah Hashem, right? But it doesn't matter. But at least that's better than doing hefsek. If you make hefsek anyway, it's a bracha levatala, and anyway you have to do it again. The exact same thing. That's what I wanted to say. Megillah in the morning. What happens if a person made a mistake in the morning, and all of a sudden he starts Shechianu? So he says Baruch Atah Hashem. If he now says Lamdeni chukecha, he just made hefsek. The second you make hefsek, anyway your bracha is levatala, and then we have to make a new bracha. So, yeah, if you made the bracha of Al Mikra Megillah, and now you make a hefsek before reading, not in the middle of reading, and it wasn't for the necessity of the Megillah. You just said a pasuk. Baruch Atah Hashem Lamdeni chukecha. Boker tov Eliyahu. Ma ze kashur? What does that have to do with anything else? When you make that hefsek, anyway it's hefsek. Anyway it's bracha levatala what you just said. So it's better to come and to do the bracha of Shechianu, to go in accordance to those opinions that you need to do Shechianu, than to just say a pasuk of Lamdeni chukecha. That's what he says. Capish? Everyone's with me? Very good. We'll continue with Zat Hashem tomorrow.